your attention, please? The podcast is about to begin. Please silence your notifications, close other applications, and direct your full attention to the stage. Presenting Product Man.
Hi, I'm Yunus. Welcome to episode 8 of the Product Man podcast. Remember, in the last episode, we drew the ship's route and determined the roadmap. We sailed into the ocean. But now, we are on the captain's bridge, looking at that complex panel in front of us. Needles, lights, numbers. What is our speed? How much fuel do we have? Is the engine temperature normal? Or are we just drifting wherever the wind takes us? Today's topic is metrics and KPIs. Peter Drucker has a famous saying, "You can't manage what you can't measure." But I think this quote is incomplete. The truth should be, if you measure the wrong thing, you won't notice that you are crashing into a wall. Today I will tell you how data can fool us. Those strange moments when the numbers say great, but the company is actually sinking. The unfaithful users who only come for discounts. And how I dug deep into the data like a detective and caught a leak in the system. Also, we will talk about Facebook's growth secret and how to lie with charts. Take your seat in the cockpit, fasten your seatbelts, we are opening the gauges. Let's start with the sweetest but most dangerous poison, vanity metrics. These are numbers that stroke our ego, look great in presentations, but at the end of the day, do not enter the bank account as money. Total downloads, total signups, page views. Let me tell you a startup story where I experienced this in the most painful way. At that time, a wind of growth was blowing in the company. The marketing team was working wonderfully, ads were running, we were doing campaigns. Every week we opened the charts in the meeting. Wow, the number of users increased by 20%. Downloads are breaking records. There was a festive atmosphere in the office. Everyone was congratulating each other. The speedometer in the cockpit had hit the ceiling. But I am a bit skeptical. I said, let's look at the fuel gauge, profitability. I dug a little deeper into the data, and the picture I saw was terrifying. Yes, the user count was increasing, but why? Because we were distributing discount coupons like crazy. The incoming users were not coming because they liked the product, they were coming because they liked free. Do you know how many users shopped organically, without campaigns or discounts? Almost zero. We were not actually growing. We had become discount addicts. The money we spent on ads, CAC, was much higher than the money we earned, LTV. So every new customer was actually bringing us one step closer to bankruptcy. This is called cocaine growth. You pump the money, the body revitalizes, but when the effect wears off, you crash. I told that bitter truth in that meeting that day. Friends, these users don't love us. They love our money. When the money runs out, they will leave. I can't forget that silence. The lesson is, don't look at the total number. Look at retention. The user who comes for the second time without a discount is your real friend. So, what is the right metric? This is called the North Star metric, the one true number that shows you your way. The most legendary example of this is Facebook. When Facebook was first founded, competitors like MySpace were looking at the total signups number. But Mark Zuckerberg and the growth team looked at something else. When they examined the data, they saw this. If a user adds at least 7 friends within the first 10 days of signing up, that user never leaves Facebook again. This was the magic number. Facebook built its entire strategy on this. They didn't say, sign up, upload a profile picture. They said, find your friends immediately. They measured not the number of sign-ups, but the number of people who reached 7 friends in 10 days. And thanks to this, they took over the world. What is the magic number of your product? You need to find it. This was a huge risk because we were going to stop supporting the old version and those users would have a broken experience, maybe lose their data. We closed that gap immediately. The use of the old version stopped like a knife cut. 1. Don't fool yourself. Don't get drunk on vanity metrics like download numbers. Look at who stays after the discount ends. 2. Find your magic number. Discover that aha moment that keeps the user like Facebook did. 3. Be a detective. If you see an anomaly in the data, don't let it go. There might be a bug or a loophole underneath. 4. Be careful. Don't fall for cumulative graphs. Question the truth. And I have one small request. If what I told you added value to you, tap that follow button on the platform you are listening to right now. Don't forget to like and even tire your beautiful fingers a bit to give us 5 stars. You know, we product managers live by data. If you carry us to the top of the algorithms, our motivation, our North Star metric, will skyrocket. I am Yunus. Thank you for entering the cockpit with me in the 8th episode of Product Man. In the next episode, we come to the hardest part of the job, the human part. Interviews, career, and CV preparation. See you. May your indicators always be green. Goodbye.